Hey everybody, Kyle with the Locators here. I've had a handful of requests to do a review on my underwater camera. The Sayanspan comes in a briefcase, everything's in there except for your tripod. So I'm just gonna do a little lowdown on how I set this up myself. I'm gonna show you guys some up close and personal things. So when you first open it, it comes with this foam pad just to protect your screen. It's a 9-inch screen. You got a few options here. You can adjust your brightness, contrast, stuff like that. Got a remote just for the screen as well. You also have your AV cables here. So say you wanted to hook the camera portion up to a big television in your ice house or whatever, you can do that. This here is your little battery box. Comes right out. You don't never need to take it out. You got a charge port on off. Actually have a LED light on this camera as well. The battery on it probably lasts 8 hours if I had to guess. It actually didn't say before I bought it how long the battery was gonna last, but I was surprised how long it lasts considering the battery's only this big, right? It's tiny. A little battery indicator on here too, right? It's actually a lithium 12-volt battery at 4,500 milliamps. So that kind of gives you a general explanation of how long it should last right there. That, and then there's your spool of line on your camera here. Now, this camera came painted blue, you can probably see there. And it had like perch stripes down the side and everything, little eyeballs on it. It looked like a fish. I didn't like that. All the fish always come over and check this thing out when they should be checking out your lure, right? Get them away from this, get them towards your lure. So I painted it black. I just taped off the front and painted the whole thing black. Just then they don't see it as easy. But set this little tripod up here. This is the Aqua-vu Tripod. They're only about $16. It's great. It's just a manual one. You put your block of rubber on it and twist it around to pan around. I'll show you that in a second. So let's get this camera down there. And another thing I'm going to show you quick here actually. So this camera, it's going to come like this. Okay? The cable goes right into the tail of it and it's got these eyelets on it. So what I did with one eyelet is I turned it sideways and I cut it open a little bit. And then I can just take this line and tuck it under there and it hangs horizontally. I prefer to watch things horizontally, not vertical. You can do it both ways, whichever you prefer. We'll get that down there. The line on this camera is pretty skinny, so I had to make a little bit of a modification to the Aqua-vu Tripod. I believe there's 90 feet or 90 meters or something on here. But, I'm not going to go to the bottom. We don't need to do that today. This is the modification I made. I made this little block of rubber just because this wire is so thin that the block of rubber that comes up here is too big for this thin wire. So what I've done is just made my own. You clip on to the wire and then you just throw it in there. Now once you're down there at your depth, you just grab this thing and you can pan around, right, left and right, and look around. That camera's gonna move down there. And you'll watch it on the screen. This weekend, the lake we're on, there's a whole bunch of really, really small perch. It was like watching an aquarium with way too many fish in it. It was awesome. It was totally fun. Pure entertainment we had with these cameras this weekend. But you know, we like some bigger fish, but no complaints here. We're fishing, we're happy. That's the camera in a nutshell. We've got a little bit of a catch set up over there and everything, but if you're on a budget and you can't really afford them brand name cameras, I highly suggest going and getting one of these briefcase style ones off Amazon. They are awesome. I have almost no complaints about it. I've had this thing for 3 years, used it all 3 ice fishing seasons. It's done me well, but that's my camera, guys. I hope you like it. Like I said before, go buy one of these if you're on a budget. It's worth the money, absolutely worth the money. We'll see you on the lake.